So threat number three, 0 days. 11% of breaches in 2023 resulted from 0 day attacks. Again, costing over $4 million on an average. So how do you stop that? Well, this one's a little bit tricky because some of these 0 days may be in a vendor product. Avanti, I think Avanti VPN had some 0 days. Fortinet has had many 0 days in their VPN. You can't you can't upgrade what they don't know about, right? So it's really tricky to kind of control what a vendor does, but um, obviously good monitoring and some level of WAF. Uh, if you are building an application, if you have a development team, then you do have a little more control over what's being built into the applications. Um, and again, WAF protection is incredibly important. Um, and I would opt for some type of WAF that has machine learning built into it. For over a decade now, there's a product called Mod Security that is built into probably 80% of the WAFs on the market today. And it was fantastic. It was the de facto standard for WAFs for a very long time. Well, they've recently decided to end of life it. It was it was propped up by Trustwave. They've ended their sponsorship as of July of this year. Back in January, though, there was an announcement by OWASP, who has decided to actually take over that sponsorship. So it is going to continue to live, but it's signature based. It doesn't have any level of machine learning. So stopping a 0 day is really tough when you're focused on a signature. There's a few signatures that would stop some 0 days, like SQL injections. They're pretty basic, cross-site scripting, things like that. But when it comes to very in-depth exploitation of an application, machine learning is going to be your better option to stop a 0 day because obviously with a 0 day nobody knows about it already. Um, so um, mod security based WAFs are things like Cloudflare, AWS WAF, Kemp, Barracuda, and Fortinet. Machine learning based WAF, there's a new one out there by Checkpoint called OpenAppSec. Cloudflare does have an add-on. You have to opt for the higher security package to get the add-on. A company called Prophase, Fastly, and then Fortinet is starting to get into some machine learning. They've got uh, bot detection. It's in beta right now, and then F5 distributed cloud has machine learning. Um, DevSecOps, that's another way to kind of minimize these 0 days, largely because it incorporates infrastructure as code. It also it incorporates cybersecurity within the whole life cycle of the application. That includes threat modeling, static application security testing, that's called SAST, software composition analysis. So third-party libraries that might be in the applications, they get scanned. SBOM, that means software bill of materials. It's just essentially knowing what's in the applications that you're actually building. Um, Security testing in the pipeline, that's included in DevSecOps. And then manual testing before moving anything into a production environment. So you go through the full life cycle of cybersecurity when you're implementing a DevSecOps model, which could definitely minimize a 0 day uh, vulnerability. And then update your third-party libraries. So many times we do analysis on applications, and they've got third-party libraries that are 10 and 15 years old. Developers, they don't like to upgrade those because then they have to go and they have to change their code in some ways. But it sure beats a 0 day that could be exploited for 6 months, a year before anybody knows about it.